morning and a very warm welcome. You're watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me, Sushant Dhakal. The top stories first. NCP Maoist Centre decides to withdraw support to the government, recalls ministers from Oli-led cabinet. Nepali Congress in talks with various parties to form new alliance, prepares to topple Oli government with support from Madhes-based parties. Ministry of Finance gears up for preparing budget for upcoming fiscal year. Experts claim the size of the budget will not exceed 170 billion. Security forces kill at least 39 in Myanmar. Protesters burn Chinese factories. And Arsenal defeat Tottenham in the North London derby. Manchester United stays second with a win over West Ham. And now the news in detail. The Communist Party of Maoist Centre has officially decided to recall its ministers from the Oli government. A Central Committee meeting at Maoist Centre yesterday endorsed the decision of Standing Committee taken on Saturday to withdraw the party's support to the government. During the Central Committee meeting that began at party headquarters in Paris Dara yesterday, provincial leaders of the Maoist Centre had briefed the leadership about the status of their organizational structure in provincial level. Party spokesperson Naren Kaji Chaitra informed that Chairman Pushpa Kamal Dahal expressed his views during the meeting. Altogether, 180 Central Committee members of the party were present during yesterday's meeting. The meeting will resume again at 11 a.m. today morning. Nepali Congress is preparing to form a three-party alliance to topple the Oli government. The main opposition party is in talks with Madhes-based Janata Samajwadi Party to form the alliance. However, NC has taken a firm stance that it would not go against the court's verdict to release Resam Chaudhary, which is one of the major demands of Janata Samajwadi Party. The JSP is the fourth largest party in parliament and is believed to play a crucial role in the political equation. The Madhes-based party has put forward a three-point demand in order to join either the NC Maoist coalition or the prospective government led by UML. The first precondition is the release of Resam Chaudhary, who is convicted of lynching policemen in Kailali in August 2015. Although NC is flexible about constitution amendment, it has taken strong exception to the release of Chaudhary as it is a judicial issue. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. A bomb blast in Land Revenue Office in Siraha has injured 9 people, including a civil servant. The blast that occurred at yesterday afternoon has caused serious injuries to 2 service seekers. 35-year-old Dinesh Pandari of Thangarimai municipality has been airlifted to Kathmandu as his treatment was not possible in Lahan. He is currently receiving treatment at Trauma Center in Kathmandu. Police have found pamphlets of Janatantrik Mukti Morcha, an armed outfit led by Jai Krishna Goit, from the incident site. And now the news from the economic front. The Ministry of Finance is in the process of formulating the annual budget for the upcoming fiscal year 2078-79. The Ministry of Finance and its subordinate units are busy with the homework of formulating the budget for the upcoming fiscal year. The National Planning Commission has already sent guidelines on budget formulation and structure to the concerned ministries and agencies to estimate the budget seeding and structure and submit it to the Ministry of Finance. Many suggest that in the forthcoming budget, the impact of the coronavirus pandemic and the development programs and projects of the nature that will build the foundation of economic prosperity and transformational projects should be selected. The Ministry of Finance and its subordinate offices are engaged in formulating a corresponding budget structure. Economists suggest that in the forthcoming budget, it would not be fair for the government to allocate funds for programs such as construction of new buildings, purchase of vehicles, and foreign trips, except for the most urgent ones. The size of the current fiscal year's budget is around 140.74 billion rupees. The financial experts, by looking at the trends, predict the budget in the region of 170 billion for the upcoming fiscal year. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back, and now the international news. Security forces killed at least 22 anti-coup protesters in Myanmar's main city of Yangon on Sunday after Chinese finance factories were set ablaze there, Reuters reported, citing an advocacy group. A further 16 supporters were killed in other places as well as a policeman, the Assistance Association for Political Prisoners said. The violence made it the bloodiest day since February 1st coup against elected leader Aung San Suu Kyi. The Chinese embassy said many Chinese staff were injured and trapped in arson attacks by unidentified assailants on garment factories, and that it had called on Myanmar to protect Chinese property and citizens. China is viewed as being supportive of the military junta that has taken power. As plumes of smoke rose from the industrial area, security forces opened fire on protesters in the suburb that is home to migrants from across the country, local media said. You're watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Arsenal came from behind to secure a fully deserved North London derby win as they put dent in the top four hopes of Tottenham Hotspurs. The opening goal of the game was a magnificent Rabona scored by Spurs' Eric Lamela in the 33rd minute to Jose Mourinho's side a chance at 4 consecutive wins. Arsenal drew level on the stroke of halftime when Martin Odegaard's effort was deflected out of the reach of Spurs keeper Hugo Lloris and into the net. Mikel Arteta's side continued to dominate the match and scored from the penalty spot in the 64th minute to seal the win. In other matches, Manchester United needed a Craig Dawson own goal to overcome West Ham and strengthen their grip on a Champions League place. The win takes United to 57 points from 29 games, one above Leicester in third place. The Foxes produced a 5-star win as they defeated Sheffield United by 5-0 with a hat-trick from Kelechi Iheanacho. Today, Liverpool takes on Wolverhampton Wanderers in their bid to stay in contention for the top 4 places. Liverpool are 8th in the table with 43 points with only 1 win from their last 5 matches. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. NCP Maoist Centre decides to withdraw support to the government, recalls ministers from Oli-led cabinet. Nepali Congress in talks with various parties to form a new alliance, prepares to topple Oli government with support from Madhes-based parties. Ministry of Finance gears up for preparing budget for upcoming fiscal year. Experts claim the size of the budget will not exceed 170 billion. Security forces killed at least 39 in Myanmar. Protesters burn Chinese factories. And Arsenal defeat Tottenham in the North London derby. Manchester United stays second with a win over West Ham. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website, janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.